All right, let's hear the speak easy glaze my Texans a little bit. Now, I'm gonna be non-biased as usual. You know what I mean? We gonna live in reality. But they did their thing tonight.
The game tonight, the Texans absolutely ran over the Pittsburgh Steelers 30-6. The defense scored more points than the offense did for the Steelers, and Aaron Rodgers was out there seeing ghosts. I'll let you guys take a look at this right here. This pick six towards the end of the game, I mean, just an absolute killer here for Aaron Rodgers.
Shout out to Kalen Bullock. Did he make All-Pro? No, he didn't make All-Pro. He should have made All-Pro, man. He should have made All-Pro. But to each their own, you know, whatever.
The game is lost.
He should have made second team.
Before I get there, because it would be disrespectful to talk about Rodgers before I talk about these Texans. It would be disrespectful to talk about the loser before I address the winners. So let me talk about these winners.
Okay.
Can I, Care Bear?
Go ahead.
May I roam in the back? May I, sir?
Go ahead.
What we're witnessing with the Houston Texans is a generational defense. Not a good defense, not
Bro, the crazy part about this is every starter on that defense is under contract for next year. I think besides Sheldon Rankins. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But the key players on that defense are all under contract next year. So the fact that we still got cap space to make that defense even better, it's kind of wild.
a great defense, not an elite defense, a generational defense. Aaron Rodgers threw more touchdown passes to Texans defensive backs than he threw to his own receivers.
Jalen Reed coming back.
The Texans.
Jalen Reed came back and got hurt, and Bryant filled in. Interesting. I was surprised last year didn't make the Pro Bowl. You know, Pro Bowl is about popularity, so I get it. You know, it is what it is.
Defense had more
There's a lot of good corners in the league,
than Aaron
too.
Rodgers. Had more touchdowns than Justin Herbert. Hell, they had as many, if not more touchdowns than their own offense. This Houston Texans defense will take the Texans as far as they want to go. And you all missed something during the broadcast. I encourage you to watch it, Shady. He said it sitting next to me.
Oh, Jimmy Ward didn't play?
After they ran in that last touchdown with Woody Marks, he looked to a sideline and he said, "Wear
Did he
him out."
dress out?
Because that's the Texans' defensive and collective philosophy. We are going to beat you down until you like it. And that's what this Texans defense did. You got Danielle Hunter, you got Will Anderson. I don't care what voters say, and I'm one of them. They're both all pros. You got Kamari
They both made All-Pro. Will Anderson made first team. Danielle Hunter made second team All-Pro. So, I mean, technically, that's a correct statement.
Lassiter and Derek Stingley. I voted for them, both all pros. You got Kalen Bullock, you got Petrie, dominant players. This Texans defense is generational, and so long as this Texans offense just doesn't give the ball away nor the game away, this Texans team will go as far as they want to, Five.
I mean, it's a dangerous defense. You know, when this game even happened, I didn't care where the game was at, Pittsburgh or Houston. They was going to win. And then I don't know if Aaron Rodgers played that bad. Like, it's like, what could he do?
I'm with Shady on that. I don't like this is not an Aaron Rodgers blame game at all. This is like I don't want to go in the talent direction, like they lack talent. Because if you got good enough play calling, they can overcome some of that. But I think more so you can put that on the tier list. But I think their play calling wasn't great. The Steelers, I think that is a big thing, and you know, ain't really all on him. The run game really wasn't working either, though. They're both the running backs averaging 3 yards a carry, so I mean, he can't really do much.
When you really watch that game, it's like what the pressure was so enormous. The way they played on defense, they swarmed to the ball. Every tackle you heard the thump, boom, boom, boom. So I just thought that there was nothing the Steelers could do. They couldn't block them, right? And then they're not that type of offense that move the ball all day and all night. And if you watch the game, the Steelers defense played well, right? They gave up some yards. That's cool. But they made turnovers when they needed to.
Yeah.
But C.J. Stroud today, you could tell he seemed a little nervous, right? And they moved the ball when they made them turnovers. Yeah. It didn't matter because the defense was that good. Like I thought this game would be like a defensive game. I don't know, 3-12 or something like that. But it's gonna be hard to beat the Texans though, because they run the ball extremely well, and they play great defense. That's all you need.
That's all you need. There's something, y'all know this. I pride myself in a couple things. Knowing defense, I pride myself in. And this is why I get so intense when people throw around the word an elite and generational.
No, I think CJ got to stay humble. But if it's somebody that's talking trash to him and calling him out his name, then I mean, you could troll him back. But I'm pretty sure that's the situation. I'm pretty sure he's not going out his way to troll somebody without them saying something to him first. Gonzo and Nico both got. Nico got a concussion. I mean, that's a big loss for us. But I think Gonzo is a bigger loss for the Patriots than Nico is for the Texans. And the reason why I say that is because we got a lot of depth at receiver. Jaden Higgins fills in, plays like a starter. Christian Kirk can come in. I mean, he is a starter. And then Jalen Noel can come in and play the number 3. And Xavier Hutchinson can come in and play the number 3. So I ain't really worried too much. Again, as good as Nico is, I think we got good depth at receiver. A shutdown corner is way harder to replace, in my opinion, if you got a good scheme for receivers, because I think offense can be very good based off of scheme, but we'll see.
Steelers have a good defense, not a great defense, not an elite defense, a good defense.
Not a bad idea.
The delta between the Steelers defense and the Texans defense was 2 touchdowns. Steelers forced turnovers. Shady knows better than anybody. That's all you can ask for as an offense. Just give me a turnover. But the Texans scored points.
I will say this, though. If C.J. Stroud plays like that, now that's the thing with him is he played bad, then he played good. Like he's on the battle the whole game.
Yeah.
But you play certain teams like the Patriots.
You can't do that.
And you get them turnovers, they do have an MVP candidate.
Yep.
And Drake May. And I think that he won't, his team is not the Steelers.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
But just having that type of insurance on defense, you're always
Yeah, I'm about to say, I respect that take. But, when you got a defense like that, they going to bail you out and they'll give you more opportunities, which they did tonight. They gave us plenty of opportunities, but yeah, you definitely got to capitalize. Texans made the right pick, taking Derek over Sauce. Yeah, that worked out pretty fine.
In the game. Yeah. That's why this year is so hard to see who's going to be in the Super Bowl, because there's a whole bunch of teams that don't have like great quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But when you have a defense that good, and D'Amico Ryans knows that. I played with D'Amico.
Yes, sir.
He always says, if you're going to be a dog, then be a dog. If you watch that defense, it's rare you see cornerbacks and all the safeties are dogs.
Yep.
Normally, you might have some DNs, some D tackles.
Yep.
You might have a stud linebacker.
Yep.
Here and there, you might have one corner or maybe one safety. They all are dogs, and they all swarm. So with that defense, it's going to be hard to beat them.
So let me elaborate on Shady's point, because it was brilliant. Usually every team has, I call him an enforcer. Shady's using that term, though. I call him an enforcer.
4 and 2.
But to Shady's point, Kamari Lassiter, an enforcer. Petrie, an enforcer. Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson, an enforcer. Azeez Al-Shaair, an enforcer. So that team has 5 enforcers. And enforcer doesn't necessarily mean great player. Derek Stingley's a great player, but he's not an enforcer. Kalen Bullock is a great player. He's not an enforcer. They have 5 enforcers coupled with all-pro players. Yeah. And this is why, Care Bear, I don't even know if you remember, you said something during the course of the week like, what if the Texans defense has a bad game? And I stopped you. I said, how? Because in order to have a bad game, you have to have bad within you.
How do I rank our O-line? Well, they did good run blocking. I'm not going to lie. They did a good job run blocking. Pass blocking, it was mid, It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't, same thing with CJ in the play call. Like, the offense overall wasn't terrible, but it wasn't necessarily good, So, it's just like,
Acho can have a bad game. He's athletically limited. You can have players that can have bad games that are intellectually limited. But the Houston Texans have players that are not athletic.
There's an NFL player who's been missing since July. Who was that?
Athletically limited, nor are they intellectually limited. Kamari Lassiter is a brilliant player and a dog. You remember, there's a reason he didn't get called for PI. Not because he didn't necessarily interfere, just because he's not dumb enough to get caught. There were several times where he threw his hands up at the last minute. He might have his hand around his waist. He's going to take it away. Like, they have intellectual players, plus they have physical players. They have intimidators, but they also...
Joe Mixon was funny. We're not running against the Patriots. I mean, I don't care what we do on offense, as long as we score some points. That's all that matters to me. As long as we score more than y'all, that's it. I'm cool with that.
also have brilliant players. This Texans defense isn't going to have a bad game because they don't have bad within them. What's within you is going to come out eventually. But
Sam
they're
Beal,
all
what
just
the heck?
genuinely that good.
Yeah, no, the Texans are genuinely that good, and it brought me back to this tweet saw on December 30th. This was during the season whenever they were going through their stretch of just dominating people. This graph right here. On the left, it shows you a shell rotation rate. So essentially, which teams are disguising their coverages the most. And then also at the bottom, the graph is showing the blitz rate. The Houston Texans blitz less than anyone in the entire NFL.
Yeah,
they rotate their coverages as little as anyone in the NFL. And guess what they have? The best defense in the NFL. Come to the street, bro. I will beat your ass.
That is very interesting. And Brian Flores all the way out here by himself. The two anomalies are good defenses. That's kind of interesting, you know. The Niners are out here by themselves. A very well coached team, you know. Very interesting. Broncos by themselves. Interesting. Texans DC should get head coach offers. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't know who our DC is. I think D'Amico Ryan's got them playing like this. Like, I think even if we lose our DC, because D'Amico Ryan's he was the DC in San Fran. So before he came to Houston, and he played middle linebacker in the NFL at a high level. He won Defensive Rookie of the Year his rookie year. He made Pro Bowls. So, I mean, I think even if we lose our DC, I think it's really more D'Amico Ryan's than I could be wrong, but I think because again I don't know our DC's name.
That is the type of defense that the Houston Texans play.
Yeah.
They are unbelievably physical. Like you said, not just the linebackers, Al-Shaair running through people's face. They have Kamari Lassiter and Jalen Petrie coming down and popping you. They wrap up in open space. They're the best defense in the playoffs. And I honestly didn't think I thought the margin was there. I thought, yes, they were clearly number one, but maybe the Broncos had a chance to be one of the top defense. Maybe the Seahawks did. No. The Houston Texans have the best defense in the NFL by far, and probably the best defense that we've seen in the last, I would say, around 10 years since the Broncos won that Super Bowl.
And when you have a great defense,
I'm trying to think. We're gonna see. It definitely looks great. We're gonna see. I think because I think you got to keep doing it. You know, the last really good defense we saw, like to this level, maybe was Jacksonville. In my opinion, that was the last really really good defense we saw. So I mean, maybe we're gonna see how far the defense takes them.
right? It comes like this: you get pressure without sending pressure. So, keep it simple. Yo, they get that type of pressure with sending 4 guys. So that means I got all the other 7 dudes covering, right? So that's what makes it hard to defend because there's some teams that can't get pressure. They gotta blitz. They gotta send this guy. They gotta send this guy. Now, they don't do that. Listen, dude, we're gonna bring 4 guys up front, right? We got 2 dudes on the end that are animals. What are you gonna do? That's why I think it's gonna be tough for any team to beat them. The only way they can beat them, I think, if CJ Stroud plays the way he played today.
2018 Bears. I don't remember that. I don't remember that defense being like looking generational. Like I remember Bears having a really good defense, but I don't remember them looking, potentially generational.
For majority of the game, you have a chance. But other than that, because even Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he is older. He ain't trying to get hit. I get it. He's not as mobile as he used to be, but. What you gonna do? Because they can defend in the back end too.
No, and what you said, I think, is the key for me as to why I don't think the Texans are a Super Bowl winner this year.
Why?
The offensive side of the ball and what I saw from C.J. Stroud was not inspiring.
I don't think he's gonna play like that all the time. Though.
I don't think he's gonna play like that all the time.
CJ's not a bad quarterback. I think he had some stupid moments. I think he was a little. I don't see. Yeah, he was nervous because simple things, like them snaps wasn't bad snaps. Grab the ball.
CJ said he top 5, top 3. CJ said him like he's a top 3 quarterback. Are you talking about that old interview? Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson had the most touchdown returns. Kyle Fuller, Roquan Smith. I don't know if I'll take that defense over the Jags defense. that team got to the, if I'm not mistaken, they got to the AFC Championship mainly off of defense.
Oh, and just make the play, like
Yeah.
or
19
rushing.
pass.
You know, I think sometimes in big games and big moments, you might speed up your delivery, your process. I think next game he'll be better. You know, I don't see him playing that bad because he's a good quarterback.
My thing is though, when things get tight, you can't perform like that in the playoffs. You just can't. You can't. If it turns out, if it ends up being a situation.
Last year he said he was top 3. I mean, that's old though. That's cool. You know, I remember him saying that coming off his rookie year, which is okay to say because he played amazing his rookie year. He, like, if you look at his numbers, you can compare them to like the players who was in MVP voting. And he missed like 3 games his rookie year, and he still had really good numbers. So if he would have completed them games, he would have potentially been like got some MVP votes. I'm not gonna say he would have won, but he would have got votes. But I think that's fair for him to say coming off of a season like that. But I don't remember him saying that coming off his second or third year. The Jags got to the AFC Championship off Blake Bortles. 2023 Ravens defense just as good as Seahawks and Texans this year. I don't know, man. I gotta, like, again, these are really good defenses and elite defenses, but I don't know if they look generational to me. TJ way better than Bortles. Bears would have went to the Super Bowl in the 18 if we had a kicker.
Oh, we need you, tie ball game, to go downfield, give us a game-winning drive against the Bills. Regardless of how good this defense is, I trust Josh Allen to go out there and make it happen. More than I would a CJ Stroud.
Oh, okay. But
see this thing, like, and I'm not gonna get to that because you know it's another topic. But I do think like we get so wrapped up in the quarterbacks. That's not the case no more.
Who are you going up against?
It's who defense you going against.
Yeah,
and that way, I don't think CJ Stroud has to play a game where I gotta save the day. It might happen.
Yeah.
But the way they want to play after this game, they're gonna go watch tape. Look, CJ, let's let the defense do what they do, and we won't have to rush nothing.
Yeah, let me cook on this 2-5 because you preaching. I think the Texans offense is going to learn after this game. Like, don't let Stroud lose the game. I think they went into this game thinking like, okay, Stroud, make enough plays to win. After watching this game, my thought process is Texans, no turnovers. Hey, offense, no turnovers. We're going to give you the ball in good field goal position.
Again, it's not just no turnovers. We got to get down there exactly that. At least get in field goal position on majority of our drives. You know, because Fairbairn, he's won us some games this year. You know, with us at least doing that. As long as the defense can keep the other team out the end zone, you know, we're out of field goal range majority of the game. You know, we can win it off of field goals if it come down to it.
We can win a game with 5 field goals. Now, Stroud, I would like to get more than that, but we can win a game with 5 field goals. The Houston Texans.
Goff McVay offense, 5 picks versus 2018 Bears. And, you know, maybe that's why McVay got rid of Goff. So, hey, I don't know. I'm not saying that was a bad defense or anything, but they could be elite. You could say that they were elite, but generational, I don't recall them looking generational. To each his own, though. You know, I'm not gonna argue you wrong. I mean, we can make that a debate, but I ain't gonna do it too much right now just because we're gonna speak easy. Only way I see the Texans losing is if the Pats offense just keep turning it over. Losing to the Pats if the offense keep turning it over. The thing is, our offense don't turn the ball over that much. Like we're number 2 in least amount of turnovers this entire season. Turnovers per game, we're number 2. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Fairbairn getting MVP votes. The score doesn't show how close this game was. I mean, it was close until it wasn't, you know? It was close, and then it wasn't. So to end 30-6, that like a blowout is a blowout, you know? Might be without Nico on Sunday. It's gonna be an interesting game. Patriots gonna be very interesting. Generational defenses come every 4 to 5 years. Teach his own. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at some defensive stats, things of that nature. Texans scored 23 in the fourth quarter. 14 of their points is by the defense, right?
Texans haven't allowed 20 points in a game where their starters started the game and finished the game, not counting Week 18 versus the Colts, since November 9th.
Was an elite defense to me. The Eagles had an elite defense last year. Who were you say? Baltimore, they had an elite defense a couple years ago. Texans have an elite defense right now, I think an elite defense is pretty self-explanatory, in terms of the production that they put up in the season. I think a generational defense is like you got multiple All-Pros, multiple Pro Bowlers, like you got a bunch of guys who are playing at that type of level. Or more on the offense. And the thing is, again, because some teams do have multiple All-Pros or multiple Pro Bowlers, but they're not playing at that level, So it got the production got to match. 2018 Bears. I don't remember them being generational, but hey, teach us on. 2019 Pass, 2023 Ravens. We can make that a segment. We can make that a segment.
Jacksonville Jags, if I'm not mistaken, where they allowed 29 and even then 36, and even then C.J. Stroud wasn't there. When I look at this Texans team, it's very simple for me.
I think a defense can't be top 3 without having takeaways.
Defense will win it. I also agree with Shady in that Stroud's
if
not going to
teams
play
to punt
this
all
bad
day.
again.
Hell no.
Several factors at play. Playoff game on the road, cold as hell. Stroud, you know what I mean? Like several factors at play. Stroud's not going to play this bad again. And in all honesty, I don't know if a defense is going to turn him over this
But
much.
he has next week, though.
We got Kalen Bullock calling.
Okay.
We have
Right
Kalen Bullock, safety for the Houston Texans, calling right now. He is calling right now. Y'all know in the speakeasy. Y'all know what it is. We got Bullock calling right now. Make sure you drop the tweet, Social Trey. Make sure the world knows. Make sure the world knows. Make sure the world knows you do not get great song. Kalen Bullock, safety for the Texans, is who we got in the back. Make sure y'all ready, Ron.
They have been unbelievable this season.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, hold on. He put his ice on. Let him get his ice on. Let him get his ice. Please, we got Taylor.
I see you, Sean. I should have worn my little,
This a little something, not too crazy.
Okay. Hey, talk to me, bro. Pick 6 and ice the game like the ice around your neck. Walk me through the play.
Really just me off the quarterback. Seeing Aaron Rodgers.
Is Texans defense better than the LOB? Nah, that's not a conversation unless they win a Super Bowl.
I knew our D-line was getting to him, so he been trying to get the ball out quick the whole day. He threw the ball right to me. I had to go score. I had to go score.
A serious question. Did he sign that job for you?
He got to sign it. He got to. I need that. I need him to sign it.
I want to ask you, though, y'all defense is different.
Crazy.
I had a chance to play against some great defenses.
Yep.
The Seahawks, the Legion of Boom back then, the Niners. Y'all in that ground the same way,
Talk
though.
about it.
Is there a message like, you know what, we going to set the tone early for the whole team on defense?
Yeah, hell yeah. Every time we step on the field, we know we them boys. Everybody just go out there, we swarm and we trust each other. When we trust each other, we feel like nobody can mess with us. When everybody on their job, we go out there and play fast, play physical. That's what we preach every single day. And we go out there and do it.
Hey, talk to me about this, though, G. You got Petrie, you got Stingley, you got Lassiter, you got Aziz, you got Hunter, you got it. Everybody nice. Everybody nice. How you make sure you get yours on the football field? Because everybody trying to get theirs. How you make sure you get yours?
Hey, I feed off them boys. When I see other people making plays, that make me want to go out there and make some plays. So we all feed off each other.
If they win a Super Bowl, I can definitely consider them as good as the Legion of Boom, because this Texans offense is not as good as the Seahawks offense was at all.
Especially in that back end, when I see 2, 4, 4, and 5 out there, them boys out there making plays every single time we step on that field. So I just go out there and try to get mine too.
So I play with D'Amico Ryans, though, so I know his mentality, though. Does he still say that saying, If you a dog, be a dog. Does he still say that or not really?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
He got us here for a reason. He got us here for a reason. We all dogs out there, and that's what we go out there and show.
I want you to talk about him a little bit, though, like, because I feel like when he got there, the defense changed, though. And since you've been in there with D'Amico, just tell us about him so the people don't really know about him as a coach. Let us know about him.
Miko, he a player's coach. He go out there and he make us go out there and play fast. You know, he trusts us. He believe in us. He know we the best defense, so he hold us to a high standard. So sometimes
best defenses of the decade. This post is from 6 years ago. So 15 Broncos, 18 Bears, 17 Jags, 13 Seahawks. Okay.
he be mad at us when we give up stuff because that's the standard he hold us to, because he know we got them guys. Every single position we got them guys, so he know we gonna go out there and play fast and he hold us to that standard.
Hey, what is the goal going into every game? Is it no touchdowns? Hell, is it no points? Is it hold them to under 21? What's the goal going in every game?
Go out there, hey, shutouts every single time. If they get field goals, hey, don't let them get in that paint. That's our mindset. We feel like we can do it every single time we step out there.
Hey, you talking mindset? You talking to ball players? Let's talk mindset.
The thing is with the LOB, they front seven may not have been as good as the secondary, but they had dogs on the D line. Was it Michael Bennett, Bruce Irvin? It was some other guys. Like as soon as I see the names, it's gonna click. But like, and that's what it is. Like that's what Acho was saying earlier. Like you got a bunch of enforcers. That don't mean that they're the best players on the defense, but it's the mentality. And I think you need that to have a great defense. Like they don't have to be elite at their position, but it's the mentality that they play with. And as long as they're good at their position, that's all that matters. No, the Texans offense hates practicing against them. I would embrace it because it makes you better. Knowing that you playing against the best defense in practice every day. You got to. Where's the 2023 Ravens on that list? Now that list is 6 years old, so you're not gonna get nothing past 2020 on there.
What's going through your head, bro, when Stroud has a turnover, then another turnover, then another turnover? Like back in the day, D'Amico said, be like a fireman, go put the fire out. What's your mentality?
Shit, we about to go out there and get the ball back for you. We about to give you another chance. Don't worry, we got your back, and we know what type of game it's gonna be. Hey, we tell them we got your back. We about to get the ball for you. We gonna go out there.
That's a good way to approach the game. Like having a defense who's not mad at the offense for turning over the ball. Like there's no animosity when the offense turns over the ball, the offense not scoring. It's like, it makes everything. I can't think of the word. I think it starts with a C. But yeah, it makes everything copacetic is not the word I'm looking for, but I'm gonna use that. But I think it makes everything flow, and like it keeps the morale still high for the offense not to get down on themselves and going consistently play bad. Knowing that the defense, because when it's like that makes the environment volatile and toxic. Like we on the same sideline, and like y'all low key, you got people who are mad at you, and on the same sideline. It makes the vibe kind of toxic. But when everybody cool, everybody level headed, keep the vibes up, get offense go back out there and score some points.
You're gonna make some plays. It's still a long game.
Now y'all gotta go to New England. Now Tom Brady's not there, but they do got an MVP candidate.
Who do I want as OC? I don't care. If I'm being honest, bro, I don't care. Bring in anybody, bro. just improve this offense, please. I really don't care.
They got an MVP candidate. What's the message going up there to New England? What's up with that?
Shit, we about to go in there and play our ball. We know what type of game is about to be going into New England. It's a good team out there. But hey, our defense and our offense, special teams, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna play our ball, and we're gonna try and get that win. Shut that crowd down.
Hey, I don't think, bro, there is any offense in the AFC that can truly threaten y'all.
Nah.
If you think like y'all could be better in one area, what's the area, bro? What's the area, CB, that you go out there and you're like, hey, we can still improve here, we can still improve there?
He goes everywhere.
Make sure we communicate. Make sure everybody gets the calls. Make sure we all on the same page still. There's still some plays out there we still got to fix. But at the end of the day, we still go out there and play fast and play physical. That's how we make up for it.
Hey, why do you think y'all are capable of winning a Super Bowl this year? Like, because y'all started off struggling, bro.
They need to build an O-line. Bro, I'm not going to lie, bro. It's like our holes are easy to fix. We need to add O-line in free agency. We can get some cheap veteran minimums for defensive backups. And I would draft defense. But I would prioritize O-line in free agency. And if we can get a cheap running back, like everything that we need, I think we could fix cheaply, if I'm being honest. I'll probably go all in on O-line in terms of like spending money, but I think everything else, it's not a whole bunch of holes on the Texans right now.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all started off struggling. Y'all won 9 straight. Why do you think y'all are capable of going the distance?
It is, like you said, we started off struggling. People count us out. People didn't expect us to be here. They told us we wasn't gonna be in these playoffs. So that just shows you our team mindset. We just kept our head down. We kept working every single day. We walked in that building, and now we in this position. And everybody still got that mindset. We ain't trying to go home. We ain't trying to go home. This shit on the floor right now.
Hey, all right, let's talk for real, bro. Let's talk for real, because I love defense. Who the biggest killer on the defense?
Texans need to script out the Bears book. No Joe Thuney, Drew Diamond out this year. Don't the Bears got 2 all-pro offensive linemen? Or am I tripping?
It's a lot to choose from.
It's a lot of them.
It's a lot to. Hey, Lassiter said it was him. Last said it was him. Who the biggest
We
killer
gonna
on the
all
defense?
say ourselves. Everybody gonna say themselves. You talk to anybody, they gonna say I'm the biggest killer. Like I seen Kamar. Hey, this first person off the bus go pop that shit. Put me out there. And we all got that mindset. That's separates.
I don't know. Hey, what's your 40 though? You look kind of fast though, didn't you?
Yeah.
He run 4.4, I think.
Hey,
4.4, 4.5.
But I'm faster.
Okay.
Good luck, dog. You got game. I got a good defense,
Hey,
bro. Good luck.
my last one for you, bro, or last couple for you. What was the key to beating the Steelers? Was it pressure on Aaron Rodgers? Was it double teaming DK Metcalf? Like, what was the game plan going into this game?
Take away easy access for A-Rod. This whole week we knew he trying to get that ball out quick. We knew they offensive line couldn't hold up with our D-line. We in the back end we trying to stay sticky, get them boys extra time to get to them, and that was our whole game plan. And then just go tackle. We gotta be a lead in tackling and coverage.
Hey, you hot about the All-Pro?
Hell yeah. You damn right. That's what we work for. I think I should be. I feel like I got robbed, but it's all good.
You know what?
He did.
In all pros though, it's the year you're supposed to make it. You don't make it. It's the next year though.
Yeah.
So make sure you put that shit in your head. Like I gotta go out there and get that.
Yeah, facts.
That's facts. Hey, keep doing your thing, bro. Stay healthy. Stay healthy. Do your thing.
All right, let's hear the next topic. I think they're talking about Aaron Rodgers next.
Already got $350 super chat.
Okay, give
We're
him
gonna give him the top.
Let's talk this Aaron Rodgers for a hot second.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about some Aaron Rodgers. So look, Caleb Bullock, we just saw him. This was his pick 6 out there. Aaron Rodgers was seeing go
Seen this already.
road for Aaron Rodgers because he was out there looking sad, almost as sad as Social Trey was on his wedding day.
Oh, all right.
It was bad. It was really, really
I
bad.
don't know if I agree with that though.
What you mean?
I mean, I don't think he looks
They out here wilding.
sad. This last pick, the game's over with. Right?
Oh, okay.
If you
Hold
look-
on, time out. Y'all see what's in the back?
What's in the back?
Yep. You see what's in the?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
see
you like,
Okay.
that's not.
There's nowhere near as bad as to pick a Care Bear. I mean, it's funny. It's nowhere near as bad as Care Bears, though.
Not a real picture,
Yeah,
by the way.
that's
That's AI.
Are we sure?
I'm positive. I hate to say
what
that. I
is-
don't know
what
who
it
this
look like?
woman is.
I mean, he be crying and all that. I don't know. But anyway,
but
like,
that's AI. Okay.
But
I see you, Care Bear.
yeah, that was light. He's scared.
was light.
Listen, he's scared. God, he's not gonna do nothing
That
crazy.
was light.
Okay, because he know what it is. Anyway, okay. When we call Aaron,
like it.
I'm always critical of Aaron Rodgers though, because right, I hate when people get credit for stuff they don't do. You know what I mean? But Aaron Rodgers is a great player. I think this game, I can't say he played
Pull up
bad.
the Care Bear. Nah, I ain't doing that
Early in
right
the
now.
game, if DK Metcalf catches that ball, things might be different. Right. Another thing is, I mean, they couldn't block him. I don't know if he was seeing ghosts. They couldn't block him. I seen games where Aaron Rodgers was right out in the pocket. I seen games where Aaron Rodgers just got the ball out so quick. This game, I can't say that. That the defense was so much better. They couldn't run the ball. right? If you really watch the Steelers, they run the ball. Everything's off the run.
Yeah.
They couldn't get anything quick. He just told you how the game plan was. Oh, Aaron gets the ball out quick. Let's stop that. They did stop that. And then they star wide receiver. I mean, he didn't really do much.
Yeah.
So you look at Aaron Rodgers. What's he supposed to do?
Yeah. Let me speak to this, though, 2-5. The reason I think the ceiling with Aaron Rodgers is limited. Thus, Aaron Rodgers can keep playing and keep collecting checks, and he can keep getting his team to the playoffs. But realistically speaking, if you do not have a special quarterback in the AFC right now, you're not going as far as you want to go.
Disagreed. You don't need a special quarterback. As we just seen how bad CJ Stroud just played tonight, which it wasn't terrible. It was mid. Bo Nix is not special, respectfully. You don't need a special quarterback. If Aaron Rodgers was to go to a system, but it's only a few systems that's really that good, he's not going to find that. There's no system available right now that would make Aaron Rodgers, like, there's no spot available, at least that I could think of off the top of the head, that would make Aaron Rodgers look like Aaron Rodgers. But if he went to the Rams, he would look great. Hypothetically, if he's in the Sean McVay system or if he's in the Shanahan system, he would look great. But I think it's more so about having a really good offensive coordinator. I wanted to look at DK's targets tonight. DK had 5 targets. That's tough, man. Yeah, I think you got to get him more involved than 5 targets. Kenneth Gainwell had 6. It's like they're kind of predictable. Like we know the Steelers are going to try to run the football with Jaylen Warren, and they're going to try to get Kenny Gainwell involved in the pass game, and they're going to try to get the tight ends involved. Outside of that, they're not throwing to their receivers. You know what I mean? Like it's a very simple game plan. This is what they've been doing the entire year. So I think it's just, you knew what to expect with the Steelers, honestly. As a Bears fan, A-Rod need to retire. He's top 5 in all stats. I mean, I think he wanted to keep playing because obviously, it's football. It's like, why would I not want to play if it's something I like to do and I can get paid for it? So like, I'm not mad at it, but he just needs to get in tune with a good offensive coordinator. That's it. That's really what it come down to. If he does run it back with the Steelers, they need to swap out offensive coordinators. This was not it. Like, maybe there was a talent issue there. Maybe there was a skill gap there from their O-line to that D-line. But, I mean, that defense in general. But still, like, the offensive play calling has not been great this year.
Unless you have a special defense. But here's the problem. It takes just as long to acquire a special defense as it does a special quarterback.
Watching the rookie.
To acquire
Yes,
a special
sir.
defense, you need years of acquiring picks or generational talent. Or to acquire a special quarterback, you're going to have to, find a Drake May and hope it works out to that capacity. So
Photo highlights not right now.
Shady's not wrong in my mind in the sense.
But real quick, it's only 2 special
Maybe later,
quarterbacks
though.
in football right now, or on the AFC side. Josh Allen and Drake May. Who else? That's it, right?
I'm not just talking this year's playoffs. I mean,
I'm just talking
playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you there.
Real quick, though. I'm just trying to think, because, like, I've always been real with Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
I don't sugarcoat with no quarterback, no player. I don't care who you are. And if you put Aaron Rodgers on different teams, like the Jaguars, you think the Jaguars play better with Trevor Lawrence or Aaron? I think it's the tie.
Yep.
Who else?
But that's my point.
So, but I'm saying he's a quarterback where you still can.
You can win with him. Yeah,
Like,
you can win with him for sure.
The Steelers' offensive line was not good this year. They weren't good last year. They weren't. The wide receiver core, I thought they would be better with DK Metcalf, but DK Metcalf, the truth is, he wasn't what I thought he was going to be.
But Shady, you can win with Aaron Rodgers, but win what? That's all I'm saying. I don't even think
You can get as far as the talent on that team can get you. Respectfully, Like, if Aaron Rodgers was on the Texans right now, respectfully, Aaron Rodgers would probably play better football than CJ Stroud. And, you know what I'm saying? We would have seen a bigger blowout. Just being real. I think Aaron Rodgers has the IQ to still be, he has elite level IQ. I'll say that. Does his physical talent match his prime? No, but he still can throw the football. Like, I don't think he needs to be who he was in his prime to be good. They were disadvantaged, clearly.
You're wrong. I'm just saying,
I think the right team. You can like. I think if you put him on a Jaguars type of team,
they'll do the
solid
same thing.
Defense. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I won't go as far as to say an Aaron Rodgers is better than a Trevor Lawrence right now. I think, to your point, I think it's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah.
I just think Aaron Rodgers is a first-round exit in the waiting. So he'll get you to the playoffs. But 2-5, I mean, not only did we just witness it, but think about it.
What quarterbacks went with the Steelers? Josh Allen went with the Steelers.
You don't think?
Ooh, Josh Allen would be a whole lot.
No, bro. Shady's on point right now. The Steelers, and it's not even that the Steelers' talent. It's not that they lack talent. Like, if I'm being real, it's not that. They got talent. They lack good coaching. You have a lot of talent on defense. You got a lot of talent on offense. I don't care about how bad or good their O-line is. You still got talented players. The issue is the coaching.
Better than this with the Steelers.
All right, y'all playing this game.
I'm saying, Shady, if Josh got four turnovers.
Real quick, what would have Josh do? He'd have ran probably for more yards. But
he would have made more plays, I believe.
But when
it's not enough.
They can't block him though.
It's not enough. Shady's arguing the talent, but like it's the same argument. Like the Steelers, realistically, it's just not enough there for any quarterback really to make a Super Bowl. Again, me entertaining them making a Super Bowl was entertaining it, but you know. We don't know what's realistic until it's realistic, but we can look at their track record and see what they've been doing all season, and you know, is what they did today. It's the same thing, you know.
And there's no separation. Nobody's getting open. Just think about what you just watched. I think sometimes we look at the result of the game, cool, but we watched Josh Allen with the Buffalo Bills against the Texans not look great.
Yeah.
So you put him on a weaker team, with not. On the offense, with not
a
pro running back.
Me and Shake did make a bet.
Where's the difference
I think there were a couple plays that Aaron Rodgers just could have made less negative.
Chill.
Y'all remember that grounding? Often dude gets beat quick. Dude got beat quick as hell. And Aaron Rodgers, he just throws it away. Right? And it turns into a grounding. I don't think Josh Allen, that's a grounding. I don't even think Drake Mays, that's a grounding. But it's Aaron Rodgers 41.
Okay.
Right?
So they scramble out to get a first down.
Or not even first down. At minimum, like.
Do I think the Bears lose this week since of their track record? Oh, it's possible. Because here it is. If the Bears win, you're going to be like, the Bears is this and the Bears is that and the Bears is this. But if they lose, then you can easily predict how the Bears are going to lose because of their track record. We can predict how the Texans will lose in the playoffs if they lose. You can predict that with every team. If the Rams lose, it's because Stafford throws interceptions and the secondary plays bad. If the Texans lose, because of the offense. If the Bills lose, is because of their defense and they don't have enough weapons offensively. If you know what I mean, like we can predict how every team is going to lose because that's how they have lost in the regular season. So yeah, if they lose, like everybody, it's predictable. It's nothing new, you know? Like, we know every team's weaknesses.
Like, don't go into 3rd and 18, and to your point, maybe that drive elongates, maybe you end up going to get 3, maybe whatever. I'm not blaming Rodgers for this loss. You can't, right?
Yeah.
I blame several people. They didn't really have a run game.
I think on the strip fumble, Josh Allen probably steps up there.
Bears season is a success even if they lose. I mean, yeah, for sure. You know, kudos to them. I'm not taking nothing away from them. I'm not taking nothing away from nobody. But, you know, everybody in the playoffs right now, you know, predictable, you know, if they lose, you know.
That isn't, you know, slow to step up.
This is going to be a sack.
I mean,
correct.
Yeah,
that'll
be a sack, but you don't lose the ball. Yeah, instead of a touchdown.
You know, they have several problems.
I keep it so honest, though, like, and I get it. I hear what y'all saying. Like, even with the Texans, I think you put Aaron Rodgers on the Texans. I think he makes some of them play.
Same thing.
But you know what I'm saying? So I think like right now, because before I was like, you know what, he's older, it's time to roll. But then I'm really watching. You put him on a certain team that's going to protect him because he is old. He's 40. He ain't trying to run. He ain't trying to get hit. But these other.
And that's the thing with A-Rod, bro. You cannot take away the past 20 years of him playing football in the NFL or however many it's been, 18, 20. That's IQ, bro. Like, that's years of experience of seeing so many different styles of defenses. Like, he ain't just forget how to play football. Like, all of that is built up in his brain. So if you put him with a good offensive-minded coach, they're going to flourish. If he was to call his own plays, I think they'll flourish. But, you know, he probably don't want that responsibility. He probably just wants the responsibility. He wants the ability to ad-lib and make changes if he wants to. But, you know, I think calling plays is a huge responsibility he probably don't want to deal with. At least not at this point in his career.
Young quarterbacks ain't playing that great either.
Agreed.
And I think if you put him on certain teams in the playoffs right now, I think he'll be serviceable. Like,
Yeah.
because he's still gonna throw the ball.
But right now he's a Pittsburgh Steeler. So the question becomes, if you're the Steelers, do you want him again? Because if you're the Steelers, Watt's getting older, Ramsey's getting older. Shout out to Joey Porter Jr. He getting better. Patrick Queen getting older, and this year he just kind of deteriorated a little bit. Cam Hayward, he's still playing at a high level, but he's getting older. So like, I know he's still nice, but Shady, like, it's not can you put Aaron Rodgers on the Texans? Do the Steelers want to retain, and should they retain?
I just be thinking about
Steelers need to look at where they rank. And look at Aaron Rodgers' efficiency this year. Is Aaron Rodgers the problem? Did Aaron Rodgers make y'all better as an offense? He did. But look at where they rank statistically, in terms of other categories that are not Aaron Rodgers' fault. And I think that gives you your answer. Them wanting Aaron Rodgers back, I mean, that's up to him. If he wants to play football, I would take him back in a heartbeat. But I want to get him an OC. I want to get a good DC. I want to, maybe go try to add some extra O-linemen, whatever it is we need to do in order to make this team better if we bring A-Rod back. Because if this was Will Howard in this offense, do I think he would have outplayed Aaron Rodgers? Not really. I just don't think the play calling good enough. Again, like, we know that they run a football well this year, but they didn't run it good against the Texans. So it's like, if you would have threw a rookie out there, what would that game probably would have been worse. Probably would have seen more picks, more fumbles.
The hardest position to get is a good quarterback. And if you don't have one of those, you got to have a great defense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
well
cool.
said.
But they're not getting that. So I'm thinking about now, if you go into this league and say, all right, what quarterback can I get? And I look at them, it's like, all right, well, we can go out and try to draft a top tier dude. But then again, they made the playoffs, so they're not drafting the top 10.
No.
You get what I'm saying? The free agency, what quarterback is out there that's probably going to be better than Aaron Rodgers?
No, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is the problem with the Steelers. I think, honestly, I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is a Super Bowl winning quarterback again. I don't think he's capable of getting back there again.
But I don't know. But I'm saying, when I'm watching in the league right now, like, other than the guy we know that always goes, that won the Super Bowl, who else is a Super Bowl winning quarterback? Because I remember when I first.
I think Josh McDaniels will have a good game plan versus our defense since he's experienced and seen a lot of different defenses. I mean, that's fair to say, but we got to look at what Josh McDaniels did against the Chargers defense, and because that was just one game ago. So I don't know. I don't know. Because sometimes when the defense is potentially generational or they like that, it's just I don't know. We'll see though, because you can see all the schemes and zones and all this different thing, but when the players on the defense are better than the schemes and the zones, it's like you can only do so much. You know what I mean? Like, you can only scheme so much for 2 all-pro defensive ends and an all-pro cornerback. You can only scheme so much for that. You know what I mean? There's only so much you could do. So I don't know. To be determined. No guarantees at the moment. Interesting. Let me finish. I'm gonna finish Big Easy.
Started working with Ancho and on
stay on topic
show,
at the moment.
They always would say that. I'm like, why do they keep saying it like Super Bowls is everybody's getting them? Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, Care Bear, like, who you would say Josh Allen,
I just think it's a young
right?
man's league, and the guys that are on those teams with those elite defenses, they're younger quarterbacks. I mean, like, C.J. Stroud's, 26, 25 years old. Bo Nix, 24, 25 years old. Like these guys it's a young man's league. I don't see Aaron Rodgers being able to make enough plays, especially now. Like, this is probably the last team he's going to be on. I don't think he goes somewhere else or play. Like, honestly, I don't even think he should play another season. You have nothing left to prove. You're already one of the greats. You're one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen. One of the most talented quarterbacks we've ever seen. You're just not capable of
The only
Super
thing
Bowl
I'll say to
winning
this though is like, this.
I don't think there's anything left to prove for Aaron Rodgers. I think it's him playing for the love of the game more than anything. Like, I think he knows he's a first round Hall of Famer, first ballot. Excuse me. He knows that. I think he's playing for the love of the game still. Like, he wants to go out there, still compete, and try to win a Super Bowl. But yeah, I think he's aware of that part.
Season, I believe, went better than Aaron Rodgers could have hoped or imagined. He hosted a playoff game.
Yeah.
Like his last 2 years with the Jets were abysmal.
Yeah.
His last year with the Packers, he didn't make the playoffs. So if you're Aaron Rodgers, this is probably the most fun you've had in a season in 3 years, like since 2022. So if you're Aaron Rodgers, I'd want to come back because the Steelers say, hey, we'll get you some wide receiver help in the draft. We'll get you a better number 2. We'll get you offensive line help. Yeah. You know what I mean? We'll try to maybe get you an explosive running back. You know what I mean? Like, we'll have a little more continuity on defense. So if you're Aaron Rodgers, I would want to come back. My question is, because we haven't talked about this, man, Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, we have to talk about Mike Tomlin because now Mike Tomlin is the first head coach in the NFL to go 9 straight seasons with no playoff wins. I also believe, they're the longest playoff losing streaks in history. 7 for Marvin Lewis and now 7 for Mike Tomlin as well. We were going to have this conversation if they ended up, making that field goal at the end of regulation against the Ravens. But should the Steelers fire Mike Tomlin? Or is it time for, him to stay? I don't know.
Nobody should be sad if the Steelers fire Mike Tomlin or if they part ways. Mike T shouldn't be sad. Steelers fan base shouldn't be sad. Mike Tomlin is obviously an incredible coach, and he's done incredible things for the Steelers. But not only is it a young quarterbacks league, it's an innovative coaches league. And the fact of the matter is, Mike Tomlin has no longer proven to be innovative. It's 2 years now that Tomlin hasn't had.
Everybody can't be LeBron, but like, who are we to tell somebody you need to retire? You know what I mean? Like, if that's what he want to do and he making millions of dollars doing it, go make that free bread. If somebody want to sign you and you want to do it for fun, it's like if I wanted to play Madden and make money while doing it. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. He playing a game for fun and he want to compete. So at the end of the day, it's a game. It's not, this is not politics. It's a game. So if he can still play it, then keep playing. And if I'm pretty sure if he has a career-ending injury or something like that, like he's gonna make that decision to walk away. But it's a game. Rodgers, we get a contract off his name alone. Yeah. But the thing is, he wants to start. So. But if that's available, I say keep playing. I don't think it matters. Because LeBron, if we put LeBron on a different team, we know LeBron go ball out. We know the Lakers, you know what I mean? Like, it's been said that JJ Redick is not the best coach. But if we put LeBron in a great system right now, LeBron would probably be averaging 28 a game right now. You know what I mean? So it very much is the coach and the system. You know what I mean? More than anything. And if they want to play for the love of the game, hey, keep doing what you're doing.
Had an elite defense, and he is a defensive coach. So how in the world are we watching a football game with 2 head coaches and the best defense is being coached by the side that isn't Mike Tomlin?
Congratulations.
Mike Tomlin probably has
going up
the worst defense in the playoffs in the AFC. Make that make sense. But he's a defensive coach. Mike Vrabel's defense is better than his. DeMeco's defense is better than his. Sean Payton's defense is better than his. Hell, Sean McDermott's defense, oddly enough, is better than his. And I'm missing several. So I just don't know what Mike Tomlin can still hang his hat on, if you will, to want to stay in Pittsburgh and vice versa.
I think obviously if you're Mike Tomlin, you want to stay in Pittsburgh. You don't want to lose that job. Like that's been your career. You love that job. And Steelers fans don't want to see him go, but some do because of this. But I think the biggest issue more than anything, and the same reason that, and I said this a month ago, bro, Mike Tomlin and Harbaugh are going to get themselves fired because they don't know how to choose coordinators. And I mean, it kind of sucks for Harbaugh because he just had a 2 seasons in a row where they won 13 games, if I'm not mistaken. So kind of sucks for him. But I could see it more for Mike Tomlin because, I can't remember last time but it is what it is. But I don't know, he got to pick a play call sheet or something, get involved. Or again, just choose better coordinators because that's the reason. That is the reason why they have had mid offense since Ben Roethlisberger left, because he chooses these coordinators. I don't know if he's choosing them or the front office choosing them. I'm assuming he has to sign off on that being a head coach. But since Roethlisberger left, they have had mid offense since then, and the defense has been mid too. They've consistently had good players, but the defense has been mid too.
First at 2-5.
I don't mind a restart for him. Andy Reid had a restart. You know, I hated it when he left, but it worked out for him. Went to Kansas City, and then you know what that was. But I can't blame Mike Tomlin. It's like Mike Tomlin gets blamed for
Man.
I don't know no other coach that can win with that Pittsburgh team. Not just this year, but all the other years. Like, how does Mike Tomlin find a way to go to the playoffs with the team he has and the quarterbacks he has? And then we talking about defense. I don't know if y'all watched this game or not, and I know y'all did, obviously, but they play great defense for the most part. I mean, they had, 3-4 turnovers? Like, what else do you want, though? What else you want them to do? So I just think I don't know any coaches that could do well with this team. Not a good offense, not a good offensive lineman, certain running backs. Like, running backs, okay. They don't have enough. And the one thing I will say is, it's funny how coaches that lose, that don't go to the play.
Top 10 quarterbacks. I don't know. We'll probably come back to that. That's gonna cause a lot of conversation in the chat. So I'm gonna hold off on that one right now.
Playoffs. They got treating Mike Tomlin the same way. Mike Tomlin shouldn't have went to the playoffs this year, last year, the last 4 years. But you know what he does? He wins and goes to the playoffs. I remember when Bill Belichick, because they loved how great he was. And he was a great coach for the most part. But when he didn't have a certain quarterback, I don't know, Tom Brady, you know what happened to him? They instantly went to the bottom of the division. Right?
Yeah.
Tomlin.
I'm gonna go ahead and speed past this topic. Y'all let me know YouTube. Y'all watching on YouTube. Let me know in the comment section y'all thoughts. You know, are y'all ready for Tomlin to go? I don't think it's a terrible thing, but you know, I would see why at this point why it would happen.
All of his playmakers, something that shouldn't be.
Am I right?
Yeah.
He was in a lot of hot water.
We need to talk about this too because LaShawn McCoy is in trouble with the city of Philadelphia right now, which is crazy because he is a self-proclaimed faithful man, just so unbelievably faithful. How faithful is he? This was a picture of him in Cancun with his team earlier this morning. Look at that. Look at how faithful this man is right here. No. Unbelievable. Look, we got to keep.
Why I look so chubby though? You did something.
Interesting.
So the picture was. Look,
and the girls look kind of heavy in there. I don't do heavy girls.
Come on now.
Whoa.
Shady.
Time out. Flag on the
I mean, everybody can have a preference. I don't think that's that deep.
play.
Flag in the speakeasy.
He roasted himself, man.
What, bro?
We do accountability. We're an accountability show.
Yep.
We what else?
Right.
That is fair.
That is fair.
Yo,
Don't
who's
shame.
shaming? I don't like. What do you mean? I don't like what I like.
That is fair.
That is fair.
Yo, listen.
That's fair.
Police.
That's fair.
Did I watch The Arena? Nah, not yet. I haven't watched them yet. What they glazing, Caleb?
POs. All right, can you let me be free? God damn.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so look. Keeping it pushing. Shady, you did get in trouble for some comments that you had yesterday. Let's go ahead and listen to those comments about quarterback Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. I gotta be honest, man. Like, Jalen Hurts, I need you to be special. Make plays. You know, and then, like, I did a lot of digging, man. And I won't throw them under the bus here, but I know some people, right? And the problem is we can't do different exotic looks, different formations, different motions, because I'm hearing that he can't really do it.
Interesting. I didn't hear this. I mean, I was speeding past a lot of stuff. I didn't hear that comment yesterday. That's interesting.
Jalen Hurts. I gotta be honest, man. Like,
So where we at,
I'm ready to talk about it.
Look, man. How you feeling, Shady, about this?
Did I see Levitt went to LSU? No, I saw that they offered him, but so that's official. Interesting.
It's because the city of Philadelphia was cooking you. They were saying it was bad looks. You were unfaithful. Your CTE was acting up. They were saying a lot of crazy stuff.
They said take you out the hall, bro.
I'm saying, man, they said take you out
You
the
know
hall.
what? What's your comments? Take us one shot, Taylor. Don't need to see me.
Well, no. I'm gonna get there. That's the team first. Because I know y'all let the social media stuff get to y'all. It don't get to me. I'm a real player. I did this in real life. So fans, me can't really get to me. But number two, I'm gonna say this though, right? There's nobody that's going to be more gone for the Eagles than me. So I don't really care what fans say because I know what I'm talking about, right? And the people I'm talking to, I know what they're talking about. The problem is, right, it's hard to see because early in the year I was like, man, is it KP? Right? I kept saying that. And then as
Bro, it's KP. But like I guess hindsight, looking at the season, could Jalen Hurts have bumped heads with KP or Sirianni a little bit more when it comes to the play calling? He could have, just like AJ Brown was, but Jalen Hurts' approach is, if this what coach want to do, then I'm gonna just do what coach want to do. Which I'm not mad at. I'm not really mad at either approach. And I think the issue is AJ Brown got looked at as the bad guy because he wanted to push back. But with Jalen Hurts being the leader, being a quarterback, if he not pushing back, then it's not going to change. They're just going to have to roll with it. So, but I'm not mad at either approach, if I'm being honest, because the offense is not that great, you know? Jalen is like, we just got to be better. We got to be better. We got to make every play perfect. You know, we got to do this. And AJ like, man, we need to do more. It's not we got to be better. We got to be better by doing more. We need more targets, I seen more exotic plays, you know what I mean? They didn't run nothing like the Seahawks or the Rams did this year. And everybody was stealing plays from them this year, you know? So I
look more into it and talk to more people, even last year, right? The coordinator last year was that the head coach now, right? Did obviously win a Super Bowl, so he got
for the Saints, yeah.
Right. But the thing is, that ain't Kellen Moore's offense we ran last year. Do y'all remember that? That wasn't. If you watch Kellen Moore, that's not his offense last year. He had to adjust to the style. Who you adjusting to? You adjust to the quarterback. And the truth of the matter is Saquon Barkley and the offensive line don't have the best offense of rushing season of all time, we don't win a Super Bowl. Because we win games and we.
Is Jawan Jennings underrated? Not really. Like, he's underrated in terms of like being a good receiver, but I don't think he lacks credit for that because he's not a big name receiver. But he nice though. He nice for sure. I don't think like he should be given credit of like a who's a really nice number 2. I don't know if he should be given credit like Alec Pierce or Michael Wilson, but he nice though.
Start making it a quarterback stat. Well, we won the game, so everything gets pushed under the rug. I've been there in the locker room where we might not play well, but we win. You know what? Everything looks a little bit better. When we lose, you start looking at everything. And when I look at everything and I talk to people I talk to, right? The truth is, last year he did not throw the ball well either. You want to talk about the Super Bowl? Cool. But get into the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is one.
This is the opposite Shady right here because he glazes Jalen Hurts, makes up every excuse for Jalen Hurts every single week. This is the first time. Last episode, which the comment came from, was the first time. This is the second time since they started this show that he's been, I'm not gonna say harsh, but he's been critical of Jalen Hurts. He has not been critical of Jalen Hurts, at least not once that I've ever heard.
Game. It's the most important game. I get it, but it's one game. You got to get there. And when we got there, we didn't do a lot of exotic offensive motions. Different. We didn't do none of that last year, right? The difference was
adjusting to the quarterback when he's adjusting to Sirianni. Shady just talking. This is the scheme we've been in the whole time. So whatever everybody thinking, nothing changed. It's the same scheme. Devontae Smith says the offense didn't execute and the Eagles lost to the 49ers. Well, I mean, that kind of makes a point, though. So this is the same offense from last year. What Shady was saying is that last year, that was not Kellen Moore's offense. The offense that they were running last year and the same offense that they're running this year was not Kellen Moore offense, which makes sense. So, I mean, that sounds right. Now, Kellen Moore adjusting the offense because he's limited by Jalen Hurts, maybe that's not right, but them not running Kellen Moore's offense, that might be right if this is the same offense from last year, which I wouldn't be super surprised about. So I mean, this might be a I don't know, a Sirianni thing. It might be a blend of Sirianni and Patullo. Where did Patullo come from? 5 years from now, who's the best quarterback from the 2024 class? Oh, I don't know. That's tough. That's super tough. I have no clue. I don't know, man. Malik Neighbors, best receiver in the NFL. Yeah, that sounds good. Shady got a free ring in Tampa. Hey, free rings. I mean, he was accomplished before he did it, so, hey, I ain't mad at it. Caleb will be a multi-time Super Bowl winner. Oh, my gosh. What's in the air in Chicago? Multi-time MVP one day. No, I ain't mad at that. I mean, we gonna see, to be determined. It's a lot of competition in the league. That means he gonna have to beat Mahomes a couple times, potentially. Malik Neighbors had the highest usage rate of all time. He's overrated. So Malik be getting force fed, is what you're saying. DK overrated? I don't think DK is overrated. I think everybody knows DK is a good receiver, but he's never been looked at as an elite receiver. Like nobody's ever like, in terms of being like a top 5 receiver, like DK's not looked at like that. Like at least nowhere in the past few years. I think he's fairly rated. Like I think he's good, but I think that's fair. Jaden, this is the same offense from 2021, which is Sirianni. So interesting. What the heck? Patullo been the passing game coordinator since 2021. Sirianni brought him when he got hired for head coach. Oh, so that's his guy. Okay, interesting. Didn't know that. Oh, so Patullo not going nowhere. Oh, y'all are stuck with Patullo. That's yeah. GG's. So this don't sound like a Hurts problem. It don't sound like a personnel problem. It sounds like a coaching problem. That's what it sounds like more than anything for the Eagles. It seems like it's a coaching problem. Whoever gets Stefanski. Interesting.
There was holes the size of Care Bear, and our running back is one of the best talented running backs you ever gonna find. So we got away with it. Why do you think players are freaking reading books at halftime?
Nah, y'all stuck with Patullo. If that's Sirianni's bro, like that's his dog, and he brought him in there when he became head coach, and he's the OC now, he outlasted all these other guys. Patullo is staying. He's gonna be back next year.
Truth. And I think about it as like a GM or owner would love to have the talent.
I feel bad for that. I feel bad for Saquon. I feel bad for AJ. I feel bad for Devontae. I feel bad for Hurts. But Hurts has the most authority out of anybody on that offense. So he gonna have to speak up. If they want to change, he gonna have to speak up. Or he ain't gotta say nothing. And if they start off bad next year, then they're gonna be forced to fire Patullo. If they start, if it's bad again next year, they're not gonna have a choice. Either Sirianni getting fired next year or Patullo's getting bad next year. If they start off bad, I guarantee that's happening. If they start off bad, if they start off good, then awesome.
That we have on our offense, and just imagine we have an offense where last year
you talking like Malcolm X.
We got all these talented, high-paid wide receivers, high-paid quarterback, and we can't throw the ball. So it's just a question that needs to be answered. And then I look into it. I look the same plays.
Best QB from the 2025 draft in 5 years. It's going to come down to situation. I mean, at the moment right now, I can't tell you because situation is the biggest. The QBs from the 2024 draft, all of them are in pretty promising situations. So that I mean, I don't know. At the moment, don't know. Can't really project it.
last year. We did not have a crazy looking offense last year. We ran the ball well and the defense played well. That's the truth. People don't want to hear the truth, but the truth is somewhere in the coordinator and the quarterback. And one thing I know about football, we're going to do what's comfortable for the quarterback. So when you don't see a lot of different exotic looks, you don't see a lot of motions, you don't see a lot of condensed.
This is actually wild. Dameon Pierce averaged 4.3 yards a carry. Devin Singletary averaged 4.2. Joe Mixon averaged 4.1. That's interesting. And this year we had 2 running backs total over 1K. Our run game was decent this year. That's kind of crazy. So it just started pass blocking. That's very interesting.
Splits. You don't see different things that you might see in other creative offenses. Why is that?
Yeah.
That's all that I'm saying.
But here's the thing, 2-5. A lot of people are trying to suggest that you didn't call out A.J. Brown. People know publicly A.J. Brown's your dog. And you didn't call out A.J. after he had 2 to 3 drops in that game.
Well, I said A.J. played bad. He had a bad game. He played bad.
Who do I like from the 2025 draft? Who do I like the most? Okay, just based off of this season alone, potential wise, just what they put on the field, I might go Jackson Dart. Just based off of this season. But Tyler Shuck is in the best situation, but everything could change this offseason. So we'll see. Because if we look at how the 2024 class did their rookie year versus how they did this year, it would have been JD number 1 and then that's it. But right now we got Caleb playing good and Drake playing good, so now we don't even know. It's up in the air. Everything is in the air. But I think it's really no telling, That's not me saying that Jackson Dart will be the best. That's just saying, just watching them, Jackson Dart was the most exciting to watch out of all of the rookie quarterbacks this year. But I'm not projecting him to be the best out of this class.
But people are saying, because now let me have.
I think Watson.
Speak on behalf of the people,
Okay,
so you can
Brown
address
start
all
Watson
the
over Shedeur?
nonsense,
Nah, I don't
if you
think
will,
so.
that they said. Jalen is limiting the offense. But what about last year when Jalen did have some motions, when there were some pre-snap movement, when Kellen Moore did use pre-snap motion, when Kellen Moore was under center and the offense wasn't limited? What about the fact that Jalen has historically been able to navigate more complex offense?
That's not true, though. That sounds good. That's not true. You forget people was reading books.
Yeah.
Why are you reading a book? You ain't getting the ball. Another thing I want to tell the people, because you might not understand this, but you might. So AJ did not have a good game. He dropped a lot of balls. And you can't cry for the ball and drop it. So I get that part. But another part is, and I was talking to Jason Avant about this, guys like Deshaun Jackson, Jamar Chase's, AJ Browns, they going to run their routes a certain way every time, hard, right? And they don't get the ball. Now, at the 8th, 9th time, it ain't going to be the same. The 3rd string dude, the 4th string wide receiver, they're always going to run the route the same way. You know why? Because he's not a superstar. He has to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't check out the game, and I think that's the issue with AJ Brown, and I think that's where they not on the same page. I think he mentally kind of checks out, and that's not a good thing. But you got to be there. I think Julio Jones, bro. Julio, that's a guy who, looking at him, if he's not getting the ball, he's not checking out the game. I mean, Julio's not known for dropping the ball. Maybe he dropped the ball, maybe sometimes in some clutch situations, but even if he, I mean, you getting Julio involved though. But so maybe that's a bad comparison. But it's just you can't mentally check out. You just got to be there. And I think that's just the stigma with being a receiver, is being a me guy. And in order for AJ Brown to be happy in this offense, he has to let go of the me. He got to let go of the me thing. I just got to go out there. I got to block the hardest. I got to make the most opportunities, make the most of every opportunity that I do get. I got to not care about my numbers. I got to not care about the Hall of Fame. I got to not care about none of this stuff. And that's the only way he can go out there and be happy. Like you gotta just let go. Don't care about the Hall of Fame. Don't care about your numbers. Don't care about what everybody else is doing. Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Just go out there, and even if I don't like it, like the play calling, you know, you got to just make the most of the situation. He wanted to play for the Pats. I mean, it sound good, but they're not trading, bro. They stuck with him. Financially, they stuck with him. It's not happening. Wherever he want to go, you gotta accept, bro. You're rich. You getting paid. I know money don't buy happiness, but this situation, you gotta just accept it for what it is. You stuck. At least you stuck with a bunch of talent where everybody's underperforming, and you're not the only one. At least, because it would suck if like everybody balling out and Devontae Smith gets 1,500 yards and you get 900. You know what I mean? Like that. Nah, I get that, but like everybody not playing at their best, and it's not your fault. Now, and on the QB situation, I'm not saying Dart was the best quarterback this year, but I liked him the most this year. That's it. I'm not saying he was the best. I'm not saying he, you know what I mean? To choose the best, I'd have to watch film and break everything down. But the best, like I'm not projecting him to be the best. That's just a preference on who I liked the most this year. Like watching, like he was very, very fun to watch. Shady literally just brought up Avant and D-Jax. He invalidated his point there.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not giving AJ a pass. Nah, you gotta catch the rock. You're an all pro type player. You that good. You have to do that. But I just hate.
What's my thoughts on JJ Watt claiming Cardinals over Texans? Maybe the Texans not embracing him as a franchise. I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of that. Like maybe when they're doing stuff, they're not calling him to come in. They're not, maybe they calling some other older players. I don't know. So maybe he feels some type of way about that. That's the only thing I could think of that, but I don't know. I don't even know if that's true. But if it is, I mean, it is what it is. It's life. Yeah, I mean, AJ Brown is very talented. I don't think he's taking a lot of hits, a lot of punishment. So if, for this time being, you're going to get less targets and less catches, you just ride it out and you still got your health intact. And that means you're going to play longer in the NFL. You're not getting the ball as much. You're not getting hit as much. You're not having to run as much, So it's not as much tread on the tires. So, just embrace it. And again, he got to not worry about the right now, Everything going to play out, If it's meant to be, it's going to be. If that's what God got for you, then that's what it's gonna be. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the All Pros, the Hall of Fame. You rich, you paid. It is what it is, bro. Just play your role. Do what you got to do. You stuck. You can't go nowhere. So if you're in a toxic situation that you're stuck in and you literally can't go nowhere, you have to better yourself. You can't better everybody else around you. I can't better the play calling. I can't better the coaching. I can't better the quarterback play. I have to better myself. And that starts with mentality, and that's what he got to do. Can't go nowhere. So you got to learn how to thrive in it.
Hey, how, and I guess I'm guilty of it too. Last year, we win in games. We find ways to win. It don't matter, right? Win is a quarterback stat. We won. So I don't care. We won a Super Bowl, whatever. But when you really break down, last year we had the same exact issues. Matter of fact, in the first couple of games, we stopped even throwing the ball. We had a couple, 2-3 games where we lost, close games, and we stopped throwing it. We ran everything. And if, I'm just saying, Saquon Barkley doesn't have them crazy games, and the offensive line wasn't blocking amazing like they did, we would be in the same situation because now the running game is not working this year. Now we got to throw it, and we can't. The problem was always there. The defense was still really, really good this year like it was last year. What's the difference? The difference is we couldn't run the ball. There's a lot of games where even in the playoffs when we played the Rams, Saquon had 200 yards, and that still was a close game. Jalen had a long run, hit a long run in the first quarter.
Yep. Open the game up.
And after that, he had 128 yards passing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking there's other teams that can throw the ball with way less talent. Now, why we can't throw the ball? Lamar Jackson, they give him Derrick.
I don't think it's a Jalen Hurts issue. No, Jalen Hurts does not sling the football like Josh Allen, Herbert, Mahomes, Caleb Wood. He don't sling the football like them, you know. He don't got the touch like Drake May. But I don't think that he's the issue as much as the play calling and the concepts are the issue, you know. Because if I don't think it's him.
Henry. Now they run the ball extremely well, right? Everybody's running the ball. He had 1,800 yards. And then Lamar had a great passing season too. Because if you can run the ball, you can throw the ball. That's how it works. We couldn't do that. And it's not to take time and really, because even before the game started, right, I was super hyped. We're going to beat the Niners. And then I've been watching games, like that whole 2 weeks, I've been watching games from last year. And I'm like, damn, Shady, you know what? Yo, we've been struggling to throw the rock. Just that we won a Super Bowl last year and our running back had the best rushing year of all time.
Yeah. I think their lack of a run game this season made the Jalen Hurts issues more prominent. And I think that's always been the case. In 22, 23, and 24, the Philadelphia Eagles had a top 10 running game. In 2 of those years, they had a top 5 running game. When they went to the Super Bowl last year, they had I think it was the 3rd best running game in the entire NFL. And it masked a lot of issues.
Let's skip. They still talking about the Eagles, so let's skip.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's true. That's all I got on the $50 super chats.
We good.
Yeah, that's good.
We good.
Okay, yeah. Now let's get back to Jalen Hurts and the slander. No, I'm playing. He had media availability today, and he was asked straight up if he wanted Kevin Patullo back next year and if he wanted A.J. Brown back next year. Philly media was not playing any games with him today. I'll let you guys take a listen.
Dang.
Opportunity to have
Those are some straight up questions.
that with Kevin Patullo. Do you want him to come back as the offensive coordinator?
It's too soon to think about that. And like I said, I put my trust in Howie, Nick, and
That's a no. That's a no. Because if you want him back, that's just like if a girl asks you, or you ask a girl, that's like being friend zone. They're gonna give you a gray area answer. If they want you, they want you. They're gonna say yeah.
Mr. Lurie.
What about AJ Brown? Would you like AJ?
AJ and I have talked. We're in a great place.
Last one.
Maybe y'all can talk to him and ask.
I ain't gonna lie, he fired that one kind of quick. It didn't seem like he had to think about that one. But still, I kind of feel like that's a little iffy too. But he said they in a great place. Maybe he didn't really give that one much energy because he knows AJ not going nowhere. But to the it's too soon. I'm gonna leave that up to Howie. I think that's a no.
Opportunity to have that with Kevin.
Care Bear, wake up.
Wake up!
Care Bear. I'm doing a show.
Dude, he's so boring to listen to, man. What do you guys think about what he had to say? Do you think the bigger issue going forward for the Eagles offense is Jalen Hurts or Kevin Patullo?
Well, I hate that Jalen tries to play in our face. You feel me? Like, that's my thing, Jalen. Like, if they ask, do you want Kevin Patullo back? I trust Howie. I trust Jeffrey Lurie. I trust Nick Sirianni.
I think that's the professional thing to say, you know? But that's answering without answering, you know? But I think it's professional.
The person you need to trust most is the offensive play caller. You don't need to trust Howie on game day. Not during the 60 minutes. Howie can't do anything for you. Jalen Hurts, you don't need to trust Jeffrey Lurie on game day. Not during the 60 minutes. Lurie can't come save you. Hell, respectfully, Jalen Hurts, to a large degree, you need to trust Kevin Patullo more than you trust Nick Sirianni.
They said him and AJ hugged it out before AJ left on Sunday, so I don't know. I would assume, yeah. Again, I think him and, like I said, I don't think him and AJ is an issue because again he fired that off quick, and he smiled. The Patullo comment, he said, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't feel like replaying it. This video too long, but he said I'm gonna leave that up to Howie, you know. So I think that's a no, and I think the AJ one is like, he's just not entertaining it. He's not entertaining the idea of AJ leaving.
Sirianni on game day. On game day, a quarterback's best friend is that offensive coordinator. I've played middle linebacker before.
Left
Where
his
I've had
jersey.
the green dot. If y'all know the green dot on your helmet, it means you have the headset. My defensive coordinator, he's talking to you. Hey, Acho, hey, make sure if they come out and empty, we're going to check this to Elvis, right? We're going to check this to Elvis. Hey, Acho, it's 3rd and 6. It's 3rd and 6. Make sure you even jet the front. Tell Trent Cole and Connor Barwin, get upfield. Hey, Acho, it's a 2-minute drive. Expect screen or draw. Expect.
He hugged everyone. But it would have been something if he hugged everybody and didn't hug Hurts. If he hugged Hurts, then that means that they good. If he hugged everybody and left Hurts out, then they got a problem. But, you know.
Screen or draw. Hey, call a Ted stunt on the right side, because if they run a draw, hey, we're going to nix that. Hey, Acho, make sure if you see 2 outside the numbers, you widen out. Expect a now pass. Like, your defensive coordinator, he's your producer in real time. He's in your ear. And so the person that Jalen Hurts should have said, I trust most and I trust first, is Kevin Patullo. That's the most important person to Jalen Hurts. The fact that Jalen Hurts said anything besides Kevin Patullo lets me know, since the Eagles are retaining Jalen Hurts, they have to get rid of Kevin Patullo. Since the Eagles are retaining Jalen Hurts, to some degree, you have to get.
Said Juke got banned. Why'd you get banned? Trolling by JJ White? Oh, okay.
rid of AJ Brown. Here's the thing. It was a Freudian slip. Me and AJ Brown are in a good Me and AJ Brown are in a great place. First off, which one is it? Because good and great are very different things. Second off, the fact that you had to correct yourself lets us know you lying. The truth doesn't stutter. So when I think about Jalen Hurts in that moment, one, don't play in our face, don't lie to us. And if you're going to keep Jalen Hurts, and since you're going to keep Jalen Hurts, Patullo got to go. And Nick Sirianni just got to figure it out. Where you at with it, Care Bear shit? Too shady?
I mean, what's he supposed to say? Like, he's a quarterback. Yeah. One of the quarterbacks ever give you hot takes, or I don't mind this.
Tua. Tua is the only quarterback who would have been like, we need to fix this ASAP.
I think you handle this like a quarterback, and then behind closed doors, you talk to the owner, you talk to the GM, and you figure out what you want to do. I don't mind this at all.
Yeah.
And then we can't say if he's lying about the AJ and stuff like that. You don't know that.
Yeah.
You know?
The only quarterback in the NFL that keeps a Jack and the Beanstalk is Cam Ward. That's it.
Cam is not going to say, we need to switch offensive coordinators. He's going to say we all need to be better. That's what he's going to say. And maybe Tua wouldn't say that either. Maybe Tua wouldn't say we need to switch. But Cam ain't going to he ain't going to throw nobody under the bus. He going to just like he said, we've been bad.
Sorry, Cam Ward's gonna go out there and call his whole team ass before anything else. Now, I think Patullo is a problem, and I know a lot of people think I'm a Jalen Hurts hater. I think Jalen Hurts, you can win with him because you have won with him.
Yeah,
the thing is, you need a good play caller with him. You need someone that can call plays to suit Jalen Hurts. Now, that team around him is incredibly special. They're unbelievable. That offensive line, I know many people had issues with them this year. They protected him extremely well. And the problem with Kevin Patullo is, those looks aren't as exotic as they needed to be. Yeah. They really weren't. You weren't able to establish the run at any point during the season. You had one of the most inconsistent run game. Their run game was Bryce Young this year. You can't have that happen. I'm sorry. Like in the playoffs, and we also have some stats for you. In the playoffs, she's 58 for 106, 600.
Herbert needs help. We're gonna speed run through this here because my main thing was the Texans tonight, and we already at an hour and a half. Has Justin Herbert outraged going too far? Yes, it has. How far can the Niners go? We gonna see. We kind of had that conversation already yesterday. In Tango. Oh man, that's funny. Oh man. Okay, I gotta go to the
don't
actual.
do this thing with nothing.
Good boy is crazy. I got more shots to throw. So before you get to those super chats, I know we probably have some $50 ones. I know that $250 to get someone in the super chat to just throw away all morals, all friendships, all.
What the heck? Who banned Juke? That's crazy. That's probably why he wasn't responding to the invites. All right, y'all gotta chill on banning each other. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to look at that.
All care in the world. So why don't we go ahead and show what happened to him at the last spot, because he was playing around a little bit too much there. Go ahead and throw it up, Rome. Go ahead and throw it up, Rome. Entangled. It was a great movie. I saw it. down the street at another studio. If you see that big old jar of peanut butter on the damn table right there, you know, it's something else. A story of connection, consequence, and creamy spreads is what it says.
Yo, I don't know. That's kind of like, hey, man, hey, look. I'm trying to warn him. You better, listen, you better get a good boy. That's the last one you gonna get.
Okay.
Herbert, if you have
He said, go ahead, continue with this.
how many more shots, I'm telling you, take them now.
Nah, it's okay.
Nah, that's the last one. I ain't playing no more.
Nah, it's okay.
I told you to be a good boy. You ain't listening.
Okay. All right.
Harbaugh asked Robert Spillane what defense you're running because he said that he never seen that defense before. What? Ain't Spillane on the when did Harbaugh ask Spillane this? Wasn't Spillane on the he on the Patriots this year, right? To the arena. We're gonna get to it. We got a little list. MJ called me worse. Interesting. Interesting. Let me drop a link to that. I want to see that. Did the Patriots played the when was this?
You know what? Go ahead. Hey, Rome. Can I get 3.9?
Unload the
Can I get 3.9 right quick?
3.9.
Can I get 3.9 real quick? 3.9. The real ones show up in the playoffs. That's what Shady McCoy averaged per game or per rush in the playoffs. How we do? How we do?
It's okay. Participant. See, he's just spamming them. You gotta drop them when it's really funny. I ain't gonna lie. It's like the second, third, fourth movie don't really hit like the first one. All right, let me see what other topics they got. Love or hate Ben Johnson's comments on the Packers. The city of Chicago, Green Bay. It needs to be a rivalry. I mean now it kind of is one. Oh man, are they pulling up his old videos? Interesting.
Guy to get his jokes off.
What are we talking about?
We have done some digging.
Oh, we did.
Give me an agenda on rundown on tonight's stream. All right. You brought it up earlier. I'm gonna check the arena on Caleb Williams immediately after we done with the speakeasy. And then we're gonna just keep everything rolling. Some smoke. Oh, I can make me some soup right now. That'd be nice. Harbaugh said 80% of the plays he didn't know. Yeah, if y'all got a link to that, drop that link. I want to see that. That's interesting.
Some digging.
In the words of the great LaShawn McCoy, I've done some digging.
Yeah.
And so, for those of you who may not have seen the show the other day, I want to bring you all a clip just to remind you so we're all on a level playing field here.
Yeah.
Rome, can we please play the clip from the other day?
Here's the
Of
other
how
pasta.
all this started.
Not a pot. We got a
Central
little
Cast
bit
and
left for
another
this
video
old.
we say, yo,
Okay.
And now, it is with great sorrow
Great sorrow.
and misfortune
Chocolate.
Incredible misfortune.
that I bring you all this. Rome, can we please?
Yeah, us thick boys need love too. Just because our ass is fatter than yours doesn't mean you gotta discriminate. I'm the type of brother been lugging this big old
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
every year. I never had a lover. No. And I'm thinking it's cause my booty is bigger than theirs. I didn't care until I met this girl who told me to turn around.
Y'all thought I was unaware of my thickness?
She said I never seen a guy with an ass so round. She couldn't figure out why I'm so young. Now she's feeling it, caked up. She don't know what it is, but it seems I've got this booty. I'm so caked up, really feeling it.
Feeling that shit.
She's looking.
Time out. Is that it?
I'm done, homie.
Was that it?
I didn't know.
Was that it? No. Sit your ass down.
I didn't know.
Sit your ass down.
Come on.
1 sec. Was that it?
I didn't even know.
Was that it?
That
Was
was
that
the,
it?
That was the news.
Time out.
That was the news.
Thank you guys for showing everybody my first million view video on TikTok. It was 2020 during the pandemic. It was amazing. You want to know how many women hit me up after that?
How many?
Thousands. Thousands of women hit me up after that.
I don't believe that.
Thousands.
I don't believe that.
I can show you after the show.
I don't believe that.
Now, you know what? I also did my own digging because you guys thought I was done. I was wondering. I was really sitting here wondering why or how in the world was LaShawn Shady McCoy so just obsessed with a man's figure? Why was he really sitting here just like, oh my God, bro, Kieran thick as hell, da 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 da. And you know what I found? I was scouring through Twitter.
Hold on, let me open this link before I lose it. Other one before I lose it.
Ron, throw up the tweet right now.
Oh no.
P. Diddy, shout out at Cut On Dime 25.
Oh man.
He got a different type of wiggle to him. OMG. What type of wiggle was he talking about, LaShawn McCoy? Because that's what I want to know. What type of wiggle were you showing Diddy? Since we care about me so much, what kind of wiggle was it? I told you not safe either. I'm cool with LaShawn's my boy. We did a lot of great work at Fox. I had to give him an opportunity. Trey, you not safe either. Y'all were all boys before I came into the fold. I ain't never been tweeted at by Diddy. What are we talking about, man?
That's not
what
real.
kind of wiggle were you showing him?
Hey, listen.
What kind of wiggle were you showing? Now it's AI. Now it's AI. Okay.
Yo,
okay.
Real talk.
Shady was showing him a different type of wiggle back in 2015.
That's AI.
I don't know what type of wiggle you was showing him.
That's AI.
But that shit's crazy.
Hey, but yo, real talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for supporting my TikTok. You can go follow me at Care Bear
I didn't know
Kieran.
that video was real.
And look, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get up
you
out of here.
showed me?
Ethan,
Yeah.
let's play the music.
I ain't. Oh no.
Oh yeah, no, we playing that music. Look, we will be back here tomorrow night.
Hey, look.
11:15 p.m. Eastern.
Can we go out on the caught up
10:15
video?
p.m. Central.
Can we go
8:15 p.m. Pacific time. Ethan, play the music.
Ethan, can we go out on the caught up video?
Go out on it. That's fine.
Yo, wait, time out. I didn't listen.
What kind of wiggle was you showing? No, we not laughing now.
Hey, Trey. I didn't know that was the video.
Oh my gosh.
TikTok right now. It's one of my most views.
I know. Both are great at their career.
Absolutely.
They are.
No,
All right. Good episode, man. Good episode. Shout out to my Texans. I didn't forgot they even played tonight. Okay. All right. Herbert's film from yesterday is appalling. Guys are open downfield all over the place, and he either checks it down or takes a sack every single time. Now, Sam Darnold got crucified for the same stuff last year, and when watching the film, every sack was not Sam Darnold's fault, or the play calling wasn't great. We did just watch a video saying with Spillane saying that the offensive players didn't know what the Patriots were running on defense. So that tells me that there was an OC problem. But we're gonna see about this here. If this was all Justin Herbert's fault, nobody is open at this point. It's a clean pocket though, very clean pocket. The plays are not like nobody has finished running their routes yet. There's not a single head turned around looking for the ball. So that means no. This is not a good play unless this is I'd have to see the down and distance on this play. If this is a long, let me see. The first down is right here. Where's the line of scrimmage? Probably like right here. Interesting. That's about 10-ish yards. This is a very long developing play. Okay, we got one head turned around. We got two heads turned around. Now, from his view, maybe O-line right here. This is a tight window to fit this in. He ain't even pumped his arm yet. And Buddy right here can make a play on this. All you gotta do is drop back 2 yards, 3 yards. You know, he'd have to throw an insanely perfect pass. He's stepping up in the pocket. I did say this though yesterday. He was stepping up in the pocket a little bit too much. I think he was paranoid, if I'm being honest. He was just getting paranoid. He was stepping up a little too much. He didn't have to step up right there. He could have but again, that's on the OC to tell you this. The OC is watching. If he's not watching from the sideline, he's watching from the skybox. That's on the OC to tell you, hey Justin, you're stepping up too much. Stop stepping up in the pocket. Be patient. you have rollout options because he could have rolled out right here again, or he could have, checked it down, been a little, this or that. But am I blaming him completely for this? This play just took too long to develop, if I'm being honest. Play took entirely too long to develop, but he did not have to step up in the pocket. That kind of was his fault. I can fault him on this one here. He wants to uncork it to QJ right there. That's getting picked. He said he wants him to uncork it to QJ on anticipation. QJ is covered though. Look at this. The man is on top of him. So, I mean, I guess you could trust him with a 50-50 ball, but like your offense can't be like you have to draw guys open. Your offense cannot be 50-50 balls all day. That's a bad offense. Hurts with that 2 streaks and 2 deep crossers. It's like a comeback route. It's like an in route right here. Like a 10-yard in or something like that. This one is a crosser. He ran this so weird. He's just trying to pull coverage. He's a decoy. He ran this too weird. Everybody else might be an option, but they covered. Keenan Allen deep covered. Quentin Johnston covered. He's bracketed. Look at this. If you throw this slightly wrong, this is getting picked off. This will have to be a perfect ball. They got him in the triangle. So inside leverage QJ is open. You know how perfect that ball would have to be? I'm not mad at that, but again, I feel like the offense should not be predicated on 50-50 balls. Like you have to be able to draw guys open. That's like a 50-50 on it's on him for stepping up in a pocket. But that was not a good play call. The play call itself was not good. Maybe he could have got a completion out of that on a check down if he didn't step up in the pocket. QJ has been better this season, but he doesn't have a clean pocket, steps up for no reason. That had to be a perfect throw. I'm not gonna lie. Super perfect throw. Second play. I like the play call itself. I don't think was great, but hey, maybe if he took the incompletion is better than a sack. That's factual for sure. Okay, so nobody's open yet. His head is turned around, but he's not open. All the routes are not done. There's already pressure in the backfield right here. Okay, he steps up a little bit. He's good. Pocket's clean. Nothing is really open. You can take this check down right here. First down line is right here. I would not throw this here. This getting picked off. Everything else is covered. Only thing is open is a check down. You could fire this in right here, but that's probably gonna be incomplete. You're gonna break that up. He starts rolling out to extend the play. I'm not mad at that. Because again, we don't know the situation right here. I don't know if this is if this is 4th down, 3rd down, he's trying to pick up more. You got somebody open right here. I think extending this is okay. This is fine. Boom. He pump faked. And he committed to the run. This is not bad. It's not bad. That's not a bad play. That's a good pickup. Now, should he have thrown that ball? Yes, 100%. 100%. That would have been the better play. But I guess once he got committed, he was committed, But yes, he should have thrown that ball. But that's 2 bad play calls in a row. The play call wasn't good. If he got to extend a play in order for somebody to get open, then that's not a good play call. Please read what he says before you click the clip. Oh, he got okay. Appreciate it. Okay. So Johnston runs a post versus outside leverage with no post safety. Got to uncork this. What's the pocket movement? Okay. No idea how he didn't find Ladd here. I don't know either. Maybe he just had tunnel vision once he decided to run. Again, though, both of those are bad play calls. In my opinion, like the concepts himself, but you know, like they're like nobody was drawn open on those plays at all. This is a much tougher ask, excuse me. But I like to see Herbert find Ladd here. May made a very similar throw for his fourth quarter touchdown. Okay. Read the title before a clip. Gotcha. Okay. On drop back. Nobody's finished their routes yet. Nobody's finished their routes yet. You got a check down right here. That's it. But nothing is open. He's just now turning around. And he's not even fully turned around to get this here. There's pressure in the backfield already. And he just takes the check down. Again, I don't know the down here, but I mean, if this is first or second down, I'm not mad at this. There's pressure. He's just trying to get the ball out. By the time Ladd even finished, Ladd is not even finished running his route. He's not even fully turned around yet. The only way that Drake May completes this ball to Ladd, Drake would have had to roll out even more. So he just took the quick completion. I'm not mad at that. The O-line broke down on this. And again, this is another play that's like, you know, it take a while to develop, you know. Everything is 10 plus yards downfield. As soon as Ladd turns around, Ladd is not turned around yet, and there's pressure already here. So he's trying to get the ball out. There's pressure there. As soon as Ladd turned around, that's when he winded his arm. Nobody's turned around yet, so he could throw to Ladd. You saw Herbert make better plays. There's pressure right here. He's just started moving because there's pressure inside. Boom. But he's moving. He's trying to get out the pocket. The pressure is affecting him, his decision making. He can't. If the pocket was clean, maybe he could stand there and throw it to Ladd. And I don't think if the pocket was clean, he wouldn't have thrown it to Ladd because this defender right here would have dropped back on Ladd. This defender right here got the flat. Well, this boundary right here. So if the pocket was clean, Ladd would have been covered. And the flat probably would have been open. Or maybe Ladd would have been open, maybe down at this point. He would have had the flat or Ladd at that point, but that's if it was clean. The fact that it was pressure there affected him. Throw over the linebacker. Yeah. I don't know about that. QJ ran that comeback good. I don't know about that. QJ is breaking down. Gonzo is watching Herbert's eyes, and Gonzo sees that Herbert is looking over here. So Gonzo's not worried about QJ. He knows he's a decoy. He breaks down. He's watching on his peripheral. He's sticking with QJ. He not really worried about QJ. I think he knows QJ is just the decoy route. Like, he's not doing nothing. He didn't even look. He didn't look at QJ at all on that route. It's a much tougher ask, but I know that this is the one I just watched. He takes off to throw this whole shot late, and again, that's 3 plays in a row. None of them are drawing anybody open besides check downs, and they all long developing routes. He takes off to throw this whole shot late with his feet moving full speed. Lots of soft cover 2 in this game. Not a single hole. Throw shot was shit. Okay. Let's see. Step up in the pocket. I see why he stepped up in the pocket. If you're looking right here, this guy is already in, so he needs to step up right here in case he wants to take off. He paused because he's still trying to wait for something to get open. This guy right here is already beat. So he's preparing to take off, but he didn't fully take off because he wants to see if something is open. He's trying to buy himself some time. So the step up in the pocket right here was valid. Oh, he took off. And he still tried to throw it. I'm not mad at that. He still tried to get it. He still tried to get it out. I'm not mad at that. What buddy said? He said it was cover 2. He takes off to throw this whole shot late. This was a late throw. He had people tackling him while he threw the ball. Lots of soft cover 2 in this game. Okay, so whoever was running the seams, let's see. This is cover 2. Boom, Arande Gasson is covered. You can't throw this. What, like, the heck? And he has defenders in his face. This is not a bad play by Justin Herbert. He tried to fit this into an extremely tight window. All right, Shadow, take it easy, buddy. Interesting. Good concept, front side versus cover 2. I like to see him hit Trey Harris here instead of scrambling. Ends up being a solid play, but the process is high risk, low reward. So see, this is a good concept. I'm not gonna say that this was a terrible play call right here on that last play, but it was pressure. It broke down. Herbert stepped up. He tried to make a play. Good concept, front side versus cover 2. Love to see him hit Trey Harris right here instead of scrambling. Okay, let's see. Was Trey Harris open on this here? He had a similar throw to Disley last year versus the Bengals if he throws to Arande. But it's a lot of ifs. Like, the stuff is covered, you know? Like, majority of stuff is covered. And it's like, I could see if we're seeing plays that receivers are wide open and he's missing them, just like he did on the scramble earlier. But the play call did not get the receiver open. Him escaping a pocket got the receiver open. So there's no play call that we've seen yet that got anything open besides a check down. I don't know where Trey Harris is at yet, but he said this is cover 2. I mean, everything is covered pretty much. Again, we don't know the first down line is right here where number 7 is at. His reacher this way, he rolls out. Where's Trey? I don't know which one Trey is. That's not Trey. Maybe this is Trey. He wanted him to hit Trey. If his read is not in that direction, his read is not in that direction. Isn't half completions made in the league covered? A good OC, just like the Rams or even the Seahawks, they're going to call plays to get people open. Just like how the Seahawks do, they run the ball, and they set up play action to get wide open tight ends or people wide open on rollouts. Or even with the Rams last week, we're watching a bunch of plays that Matthew Stafford, even when he overthrew Devontae wide open, when he hit Puka in the hands and Puka dropped it, Puka was open. So a good play caller, and again, we're watching Greg Roman, a good play caller is going to get people open. You're not going to relying on every receiver to win 50-50 matchups is not good. Is not calculated football. Like, you do that when you have to do it, but you don't do that every single play or majority of your plays. And majority of the offensive coordinators in the NFL are not. They're not that nice, you know. Where's Trey Harris? I think this is Trey Harris, if I'm not mistaken. This looks like Ladd. This looks like Keenan Allen. Arande's right here, so I'm assuming Trey Harris is right here. Boom. His eyes go in this direction. Nothing is open. Trey is not open. This is not open at all. His eyes go to the other direction. There's pressure. He has to get out the pocket. Smart job to scramble. I mean, you got to scramble. He's still looking for somebody to throw it to. I don't see nothing wrong with this play. No, nobody's open. Ever since Greg got fired, they stopped using Darius Davis on the offense. Oh, since he got hired. Yeah, Darius has been slowly phased out the offense. Like, they got a lot of talent at receiver. But I think you got to use him because he is your fastest receiver. Like, use him on some gadget plays, but to each his own on that. Here we go. Here's a much worse result. Harris runs a comeback versus off coverage, but Herbert doesn't trust it. So we're gonna key in on Trey Harris again on this one here. All right. Quentin Johnston's right here. Ladd is right here. Trey Harris is right here. Herbert runs a comeback. Let's see. I mean, Trey runs a comeback. Watching Trey. Boom. Where is Herbert? By the time Trey is even turned around, where is Stream good? It's lagging a little bit for me. Herbert is getting destroyed. I don't get some of these expectations. Now I say this here. I say this. Can he throw this with anticipation? Maybe, but at the same time, you still have to worry about this pressure right here. Like I think this comes from a little bit of paranoia, because I have seen situations where the receiver is not fully turned around and the quarterback throws it, but I don't know, man. I mean, I can give him a little pass. Because again, there's pressure. He turned his head right here before Trey's not even turned around yet. Yeah, and the pressure got there before Trey even got the opportunity to turn around. Comeback is an anticipated route, just like their route. That's the thing. Herbert throws no anticipation. That's my thought process watching this, but again, looking at it right here. Hold on, let's run it back. We still got to take into account pressure. Boom. This dude is getting drove back. So at what point does Herbert throw this ball? He can't throw it right here because it's not. He's not even close to. Anticipation is the receiver has to at least be somewhat close to completing a route. Trey's not even. He hasn't even broken down yet. So they're like he can't throw it here. Boom. Trey breaks down right here. It's like, yeah, he could have stood in the pocket for maybe another second, and then, but it's like it's no telling if that ball would have been complete or not, because by the time he winded this up, he could have got touched by the defender. Like there's no guarantee yet. I think I could somewhat agree with that. That's the play you would like to see, but O-line buns. I could agree with that though. On this one specifically. It's a 3-step drop. 1, 2, 3. Nah. At 3 steps, Trey isn't even, he's not even chopping his feet yet. If he was to throw this ball at the 3rd step, this is not a good concept then. If he used to throw this ball at the 3rd step, if he threw this ball right now, this would be a pick, because the cornerback is the only one looking at him right now. He ran as good though. I'm not gonna lie, he ran as good. But if he threw this at the last step, Trey didn't finish his route. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe Trey should have broke sooner. I don't know. Because if he's supposed to release the ball after 3 steps, something not right here. Okay, let's go to the next play. Herbert also had a trio of uncharacteristic throws, underthrows. This is maybe the one throw that we can say he should have just stood in the pocket, took that hit, and completed it. But at the same time, if he was supposed to throw that after a 3-step drop back, that would have been like there was nothing to throw it to at that point. 3-step drop, shuffle, feet, let go. Even at that point, it's the timing is off. So either Trey ran a route too long, or the drop back is something's wrong with the drop back. I don't know, but you can kind of put it on him, but I'm still kind of looking at they play calling a little bit. Oh, let me read this one here. A little bit questionable. Herbert also had a trio of uncharacteristic, because it's like this here. If you're getting consistent, if the Patriots are getting consistent pressure, why is everything we seeing being ran past 10 yards? Why is his go-to receiver, why is his first read the receiver he's supposed to throw it to on every play 10 plus yards down the field? If they getting consistent pressure every play, you know, why are we not drawing something up if we're going to do that to get that wide receiver open? You know what I mean? Like, where's the quick game here? Where's the you know, the methodical aspect of it? Because we can't rely on 10, 15 yard throws and stuff that takes long to develop if he's getting hit every single play. Have I opened your link? No, not yet. We ain't got to that yet. He had a trio of uncharacteristic underthrows. Perhaps his arm is just shot after all the hits this season. So he said this was an underthrow. Again, the biggest thing to me is the play call itself. That drop back was a little weird. He getting ready to take. He's paranoid at this point. He's getting ready to take off. Pressure's right there. You can hit this. I don't think by the time he winds this up though, the defender is breaking on this, so that's probably incomplete. All right, so pressure's there. He's stepping up in the pocket. This is not a bad throw. Was not a bad choice, I'll say that. This is chop. This video is choppy. That's an underthrow, but again, for me, going back to the play call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like they blitzing it and nothing is open. He's having to extend the play. I get it. The ball was underthrown, but you know, and maybe you know, like he said, it could be related to him taking hits, and it cannot be. It could have just been genuinely underthrown, but that's a bad underthrow. Caleb 100% of the time. No, Caleb, I'm not gonna agree with that. Caleb has missed a lot of throws this season, so we can't say Caleb 100% makes that. Keenan had an open drop on 3rd down. We need a poll on what? Herbert doesn't have composure in the pocket. He's always paranoid. I mean, with this O-line, I mean, it's reasonable. But majority of these plays is not from him being paranoid. Like, there's actual pressure there. I think, and I think, again, asking him to stay in the pocket and take hits, knowing that he's playing, isn't his forearm, his arm broken or his hand broken or something like that, or is fractured? You know, asking him to take hits, it's like he's not really trying to take hits. He's trying to get up out of there, which, you know, I'm not super mad at, but I don't know, man. It's like you asking him to be Superman, but instead of Batman running the Justice League, it's the Flash running the Justice League. You know, it's not the ideal person in a driver's seat telling everybody what to do. Good defense by Marcus Jones. Did I vote on that poll? I didn't see a poll. Okay, let me read this one here. This says sad. Okay, so Buddy over here is getting chipped and double teamed. They trying to. There's nothing open here. So right now, him winding up, he's throwing this with anticipation. He threw it. It's a little out of reach. Did his hand get hit, or am I tripping? No, his hand didn't get hit. Did the ball get tipped? It's a little out of reach. Again, I mean, bad throw, but I mean, do we criticize him that badly for this? Every single quarterback in the league has multiple bad throws a game. So out of all of these clips, this was probably his only bad throw. You know, like nobody's 100% accurate 100% of the time. He tried to lead him outside on this. What was the reason behind this here? He ran outside. I think this got something to do with the way he threw the ball too. Not a perfect throw. I mean, that's his fault. The ball should have been better, but this is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when it comes down to it, of these, like the biggest issue that I'm seeing is the play calling is drawing nobody open. People are blitzing, and you know, there's not much of a quick game there. You know, what happened on this play right here? Interesting. Do I think the Pats are frauds? Nah. Everybody in the AFC is just as good as everybody. Like I said, I said this last week. Everybody in the AFC playoffs are on the same level, besides the Steelers. I said that last week. So the Pats are just as good as the Broncos. They just as good as the Bills. They just as good as the Texans, until proven otherwise. Everybody's on the same level because everybody has holes in their team. Is Herbert top 10? I mean, in terms of talent, he's top 10. I mean, I'd have to look at the top 10 quarterbacks. I know who the top 5 are, and maybe the top 6 or 7, but I think he might be top 10 for sure. Yeah, I think so. So many people say we schedule merchants. Y'all had an easy schedule. Like you got to accept that. It's the reality, you know. Y'all have to prove yourself in these playoffs. So it's you can't confidently say the Patriots are going to win a Super Bowl. You have to see it for it to be truth. You know, for something to be true like that, you have to see it. Like we can't predict nobody 100% to win a Super Bowl this year. We got to see it first because everybody has flaws. So it's to be determined. I don't think the Pats are the clear-cut best team in the league, but obviously, even though they had the easiest schedule, that doesn't make them the worst team in the league because they won the games that they should have won. So they're a good football team, but they gotta prove it. They gotta prove that they are what they are, and depending on how far they make it, then that's what they are. You know, they beat the Chargers. That's fair. That's great. You know, we're gonna see. Read the option. You know, yeah, I saw the options. That bad situation. Bad situation was one of them. I seen that. Yeah, I had a 4th place schedule. I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's just the reality of it. If you had an easy schedule, you had an easy schedule. We'll see if the Patriots are really what we thought they were. You know, or we'll see if the Patriots are really what Pats fans think they are. You know, we don't know until it happens. That's gonna determine the reality of the season. You know, that's just like the conversation earlier Somebody asked, I think Nick asked, do I think the Texans are as good as the Legion of Boom? No. Have they played good defense this year? Really good defense? Yeah, for sure. They played elite defense this year. But until they prove it, which is winning a Super Bowl, then I can't crown them as being this generational defense. They got to win a Super Bowl. So, you know, you got to prove something before we can label you something, you know? Same with the Bears. Bears in the same boat. Bears in the same boat. They gotta go out and prove it before we can just say that they, you know. The Bears have established that they're a good team this year by making the playoffs, winning their division. Patriots established they're a good team this year by making the playoffs, winning their division. Now, are these teams, you know, like whatever expectations you have outside of being a good team, then, you know, they got to go out and prove that. That's what a prediction is. I mean, if you're predicting them to be Super Bowl winners, then I mean, hey, you know, to each his own. That's a prediction is an opinion, you know. But if we're talking about facts, you know, like frauds, like saying that they're frauds. No, I mean, again, that has to be proven. We don't know yet, you know. I'm not gonna call them frauds until otherwise. Am I gonna look at them questionable? I think that's fair. It's fair to look at them from a questionable perspective because of their schedule. It's fair to look at the Bears that way. It's fair to look at the Patriots that way. It's fair to look at every team. You can look at the Rams that way because they lost to the Panthers and they lost to the Falcons. You can look at the Seahawks that way because they only scored 13 points versus the Niners. You can look at the Texans that way because they offense is mid. You can look at the Broncos that way because their offense is based off of points worse than the Texans. You can look at, you know, you can look at the Bills that way. You know, everybody has their flaws. So until you know, until they do it, then we gonna see. Josh Allen has a Super Bowl. Josh Allen's a Super Bowl contender, but never been. So would you call Josh Allen a playoff riser? Would you call him that? Just out of curiosity.